will be the setter, Ellie Gustafson, the outside hitter, Megan Wetter, the middle blocker, Lauren Galvin, the outside. It'll be McKenna Wooker, Melanie Schaffmaster, Phoebe Awalea, Kalissa Minity, Lydia Grote, Julia Hansen, and Zeynep Palabiak. It's the first point. It may be all important. We'll see how they receive it for the Tommies. Kaylee sets, and a block right away from the Gophers. Awalea and Grote in on that one.
At least give yourselves a chance, give your defense a chance to hold you in it.
Hansen with a good serve. Kaylee. Palabiak sets, and off the block, Wooker gets another kill. McGee once again at the service line. Wetter finds the space around the block.
A bit. I mean, we saw it there out of Wetter on the slide, but you had seen it previously as well out of their right side.
Maybe not in that Power 4 conference level, and kind of trying to find and establish some of the different things you weren't able to.
That's right.
Crowell finds the space in between the Tommies.
Out St. Thomas again, just needs to continue to rip. Let it rip against this team. Try and continue to let your defense keep you in these points.
As the Tommies on a 3-0 run while she's serving. T-ball, McGee, Hansen just has to set it over. Vogel, block up at the net by Minity, and Schmatzer across. Hansen gets the try. That one over. McGee sets for Crowell, who has to back up for it. Vogel to Radzitas, who finds the space in front of the back line, and the Gophers have let up 4 straight. And St. Thomas.
Yeah, St. Thomas, again, this is what we wanted to see earlier on in the set from them, but now they're finally bringing it, which is great. So they've got a front row setter here.
T-ball. Schaffmaster and Grote pokes it. Good diving play by Vogel. Radzitas right off the hands. Good play by Grote to keep it alive. Kaylee. Radzitas again is blocked. And what a fitting way to end the first set. A Minnesota block party from the Tommies.
Really beautiful block there by Julia Hansen. We've just been talking about how Radzitas and the St. Thomas Tommies are scoring on that right side down the line. You can see Hansen there.
Last kind of working their way through with these Tommies, and kind of they're bearing those fruits here as we get a block to start off the set by Schmatzer. Kaylee sets for Galvin, kind of backhands that one. Big swing from Grote is denied.
They maybe have a little bit of the block party themselves, and you can see here a nice, well-formed block by the two of them.
Alex Acevedo getting her first action of this ball game. Gustafson goes off the block, Palabiak to Acevedo, gets denied. Swing and backwards play from Radzitas. Great job getting an acrobatic play there as Gustafson will play it, and it's denied by Grote and Awalea. Another block for Minnesota. Team leading 5 kills on the night for Lydia Grote. Palabiak just off the tape. Kaylee sets for Radzitas, and once again, what'd you think? What else? Another block for Minnesota.
This is going to be a fun look for us. You can tell Radzitas is trying to swing away. It's really her only choice, but that Minnesota block.
In front of a packed student section here on both ends. Schaffmaster, Minity with the quick swing and the point for Minnesota.
Offense, not giving too many balls to our outside hitters. Sometimes teams can get in that lull where every ball goes outside. Here she's working Grote, she's working the middles, and
good job getting low by Palabiak, and Hansen tries to pick the weak spot. Unable to do so. Good hustle from Vogel. And Grote does just that.
Here in Schmatzer is getting a little bit held up by the middles for Minnesota.
So Palabiak back. Matala right directly up in the air, and we'll get it right back from Kaylee. And what we saw more of from the first set, another block from the Gophers. We'll see if they'll be able to close it out, unlike the first set, as it's set point for Minnesota. And there it is, an ace ends the second set, and Minnesota takes control of this game.
And we'll see here if Melanie Schaffmaster can roll off some points. We talked about this being a very good rotation for Minnesota.
The first hit of the serve from Galvin. And right down Broadway. Nice job making that one off Callie Ingeman. Polabiek. And Grote goes cross court off the face of Gustafson in the back row, and a kill for Minnesota to start the set. 6 kills, but 6 errors for Radzidas in this match. Gustafson, Schmatzer, back to Gustafson. Schaffmaster sets for Acevedo, off the block and down. Gustafson to serve. Polabiek equal to it. Acevedo cross court. Kaylee finds Wetter, and that one's in. Kaylee sets for Galvin, off the block and out of play. A good hit out of the timeout. Polabiek back to serve. Big swing from Schmatzer. Skylar Gray makes a great play in the back row. And a big block from Schmatzer and Radzidas. Kind of getting her opening game against an opponent like St. Thomas and trying to establish herself as a player that can possibly work her way into the rotation.
Yeah, and we mentioned the options that Minnesota has at middle. They've got options at the right side too. They've got obviously Lydia Grote, who's really important.
Galvin back to serve once again. Schaffmaster sets for Hansen. Gustafson taps it over the block. Schaffmaster gets down and dirty. Lydia Grote off the block, and Miriam Unungo, her first action in this game is a block. Here we go. Back to action after the timeout. Acevedo. Schaffmaster sets for Grote. That one off the block, and Fredericks makes a good play on it. Quick reflexes. Polabiek bumps it back to Grote. Off the block once again, and it's Lander Fredericks and Miriam Unungo who are making plays off the bench. Schaffmaster sets it back to Hansen, who takes a big hack, but a good job getting it back over by the Tommies. Hansen hits that one right through the block this time, and Minnesota finally gets back on the board. Still with a good solid lineup in for Minnesota.
That's right.
Schaffmaster sets. Acevedo goes off speed, kind of out of sorts there on that one. Schaffmaster to Grote. Big hack off the block and down for Minnesota. Close it out. Let's see if they make a similar run here. Kopp back to serve. Acevedo receives it. Schaffmaster sets it to Grote. Goes cross court. Good job by the Tommies. Blocked Gustafson. Back away, and it's down. And what a fitting way to end this match. A block from the Gophers.